Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. This is Aluminum Tarot. Thanks so much for joining as always. It has been a long, arduous journey out of hell and back, kind of reminiscent of Dante's Inferno, going into Purgatorio and Paradiso. Anyways, I'll explain it a bit more in a later post. But for the time being, I want to go ahead and start catching up with a lot of these readings. So what I'll do now is go ahead and start reading for the sign of Virgo. This is Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. I'm going to give quick readings out here, no more than 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll go on from there. So anyways, if you like what you see here, as always, please be sure to give a like, share, subscribe, ding that notification bell so that you don't miss any updates from future postings. And additionally, if you would like a personal reading with me, one that is in tune with your energies and not the energies of the collective, feel free to reach out to me at the information provided in the description box below. That said, let's go ahead and get on. So I'm going to start using this deck here. This is the deck that I received as a kind of gift from Richmond, based in Yorkshire. And so we're going to go ahead and start with this and see what we can find. Okay, Sun, Moon, and Rising. By the way, this is going to be from now until the beginning of the new year, so around the first week of January. What's happening in Virgo's life from now until the first week of January? What's taking place in Virgo's love life? Well, I don't know why I'm saying love life. maybe you are about to find love. We'll find out. While I'm doing that, yeah, I wanted to go over two things. The first one is what's been taking place in my life over the last year and some change. And then after that, what's taking place in the US at the moment. Anyways, let's get to it. So that Four of Pentacles there. Anyways, there goes current energy. And I did mention love life in here. We have the Queen of Cups. So let's read this in full context. There's the challenge. Let me pause that a second. Okay, we're back. So the thing that fell out, the challenge, was the Queen of Wands. So we'll read that more in depth. Recent past. The world. Near future. Hangman. It's at the core. And what's at the crown? Strength. And the penultimate outcome for the rest of this period until beginning of January. This deck is an absolute mess right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and have a look at what's taking place here. We're also going to pull an oracle card for this message. What oracle message have we got for Virgo? Okay, so oracle message for Virgo is your hard work is paying off. So whatever this means in the context of your, I guess, your work and career, yeah, that could definitely be the main thing because we do have new moon in Capricorn. And when we have new moons, this means that energy is finally moving into place. So it's the clearing out from the old cycle and getting into the new cycle. So you may have gone through a period of exploration and dealing with challenges and facing those challenges with a renewed sense of optimism and the ability to stay the course and have faith until things manifested and materialized the way they needed to. So now that you've stepped into that energy where your hard work has finally moved into a period of transcendence, you are now hanging out here in the Queen of Cups. And what this is about, you have two queens here. You have the Queen of Cups, crossing that is the Queen of Wands. So what you're doing is you're stepping into a place and a time in which you have a bit more emotional security. You're now finally getting back into the, into nurturing yourself, being able to be a bit more, emotionally stable. And normally this is a period that comes after the Knight of Cups. So maybe you've received a wish fulfillment. And if that such is the case, then congratulations to you on whatever that is. This could have been a job, could have been a love relationship, or maybe just stepping back into balance with your emotional state. However, the Queen of Wands is a period where you may feel challenged to gain the confidence that you need in order to do what it is that you want. And what I see here is that, you're finally moving into a place where you have to kind of step your game up. So say, for example, you entered a new job, you may feel that, while the job makes you feel really great, sometimes it can be a bit difficult, feeling that you're capable of carrying the job out. In the recent past, you had the love. You had the, why do I keep saying love? You had the World card, and this is a card of leveling up. And what it talks about is being able to achieve the next state of being. It is about accomplishments, achievements. It is about finally getting to that place where you have completed an old cycle and you're now moving into a new cycle. And what I get here is that, this has come after a very difficult period where you had to go through the moon and the sun. And of course, with the moon, you have to kind of wait. You have to use your intuition to guide you through a difficult path. And if such was the case in yours, maybe you didn't think you had all the answers, but they did manifest and materialize as the day and the sun rose. So when the dawn broke, you were then finally able to step into the World card and reveal that you had finally leveled up. And again, that could have happened in romance, or it could have happened in job. So that said, we didn't move into the energy of the Hangman. The Hangman is, for example, the energy of someone who is kind of stuck in position and sacrificing certain aspects of themselves so that way they can gain illumination or insight on what it is that needs to come next. So what is the Hangman about? You have the Hangman and then you have the Four of Wands. So it's about one of two things. And I kept saying love. I don't know why I kept saying it. But the Four of Wands can insinuate one of two things. It can tell us about a marriage, a period of stability and it could be financial stability. It could be building a home life, which is important to you. Or it could just be the fact that you're stepping into a new period in time. So what you may be doing is sacrificing a few things so that you can have this home life that you've always wanted. Maybe that you can find the relationship that will lead to marriage, or maybe that you can find the stability that you want. So I see you actually sacrificing, things from the past, so that you can get into a new future that is way more stable. So I don't see this Hangman as being a bad thing. I see it as actually helping you to maybe go on a more ascetic route where you're kind of denying yourself some of the worldly pleasures, or having a minimalist lifestyle. So that way you can then step into more abundance by saving your money. Typically you would have the Four of Pentacles indicating that. And I did see the Four of Pentacles trying to pop itself out of the card deck. In the recent past, you had, at the core of all of this is the Ace of Swords in the reverse. What this talks about is essentially maybe still not feeling like you have all the answers. This can be a period in time in which maybe you need to keep your plans to yourself and not blurt them out all the time, because sometimes, and this is my personal opinion, that when you try to reveal too much before it's happened, then you can sabotage it, or you can put yourself in the energy where I think, this is going to happen this way. And then the universe is like, nope, it's not the case. It's going to go this way instead. So you don't want to say too much or do too much. Tell us a little bit more about the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So it's the Four of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Again, I get this impression that you're not saying too much about your future plans. That's Ace of Swords in the reverse. And you're denying yourself certain things or aspects so that you can have this Ten of Cups. So between the Four of Cups and the Ten of Cups, the Six of Cups, it's kind of being nostalgic about the past, but I almost get the impression that you're keeping you have a keepsake with you, and that's the memory, the idea, the wish, the goal that you have in order to build the future you want. So also when we add the Four and the Ten of Cups, that can be the Five of Cups, of course. Hopefully that's not the case, but I see this as more of 10 minus 4, which equals the Six of Cups. Now, at the very top, we have the Strength card, and then you have the Ace of Cups in the reverse, clarifying that. What I see you doing is actually holding back so that you can replenish yourself. Maybe you went through a very difficult period in which you had to, you felt exhausted, like you didn't have the energy reserves to actually carry on and go forward. But now that you are kind of holding back, you are in a place of strength for yourself. It is also about making sure that you pour the cup within yourself and not necessarily giving it out to a bunch of others. So I see this as a very good thing. We go into the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords in the reverse as the outcome. I'd like to clarify this to just kind of get a little bit more insights onto this. Clarify Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So I kept speaking about love, and it kept blurting out for some reason. And what we have here is the Page of Cups, clarifying the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse can be someone who's difficult with managing finances, but it can also be in a love sense. It can be someone who is actually no longer single and independent. It's someone who's entering a relationship. Knight of Swords in the reverse could mean that you want to take things slow, or maybe the person wants to take things slow. So it's not a brash or a brazen person. It can sometimes insinuate someone who is taking their time and going step by step. So not necessarily the Knight of Swords. I would put it at its opposite, which is like the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who plods along, tries to make sure that they take each proper step in order to achieve what it is that they truly desire, and getting to that place of stability. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, whomever you are, I see you entering into a relationship in the near future, and this is going to be hopefully be one that is going to be very conducive to whatever it is that you want as a full Ten of Cups. Sacrifice a few things now so that you can get to what you want a bit later. Start saving your money, start building yourself, replenishing your reserves emotionally and financially. And I think you're going to move into a period where you have a full-blown family relationship. Additionally, having full, complete happiness. So manifest what you want. And I think that's going to happen. Once again, this is Aluminum Tarot. Thanks so much for joining. As always, if you like what you see here, please be sure to give a like, share, subscribe, and ding that notification bell so that you don't miss any updates from future postings. And additionally, If you would like a personal reading with me, one that is in tune with your specific energies and not those of the collective, feel free to reach out to me at the information provided in the description box below. Thanks again to all of you for your time and patience. I sincerely appreciate it as I got through this very difficult time. But we're back. Thanks and love and light. Bye now.